Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Amy. I am the owner of Marching Band-imals, and so tonight we are going to do a commissioned artwork for a Starfinder character. But before we get started, I wanted to just give you an overview of what Marching Band-imals is, because my business is a little bit different than the artwork we're going to be working on tonight. So I just wanted to, plug it just a little bit before we get started. So Marching Band-imals is a marching band themed card game. We have three different card games that are available. We have our default Marching Band-imals game, and it's a 156 card or 175 card game, I'm sorry, where you play to build a band. You have instrument cards, you have band member cards, you have bonuses and penalties, and you're trying to build a band before the rest of your opponents. We have our fight song game, which is it's a small game, only about 2.5 inches square, and the point of the game is to score points by matching the colors of your cards to the card in the center of the play field. It is not geared solely towards marching band. It's also geared towards cheer and fans, basically anybody who would attend a football game. Then we also have our marching band card deck. This is a standard size poker deck, except all of the face cards are marching band themed, animals in marching band themes. Our diamonds are brass, our color guard are the hearts, clubs are percussion, and spades are woodwinds. And each card has a back that you see. It has musical notations and everything on this side as well. All of these are available in our shop currently. We also have stickers, we have buttons, we have expansion packs to add additional cards to the game. So if you would like, please check us out. We are currently running a special for this summer where any orders over $5, we will cover the cost of shipping. Unfortunately, we currently only ship within the US, but hopefully you will check us out and possibly purchase something. We'd be very happy if you did. Now we'll get into the heart of what we are actually doing tonight. Let me change my scene. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. For some reason my chat is not working tonight. I can see the chat, but I cannot actually type into it for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. I keep trying to type and it does not do anything. So tonight we are drawing a Skittermander. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Oh, let me stop the music because it may not be very loud for you all, but it is insanely loud in my headset. Is there an OK button you have to check? Don't know. Where would you see that? Oh, maybe so. I don't see anything. You would think that being my own channel that it wouldn't matter. I don't know. I'll look at it later. It's probably not that important, as long as I watch the chat and try to see what y'all are doing. So I am doing Photoshop, not Illustrator. Yeah, as long as you all can hear me. I didn't know if you all wanted to to join Discord and actually talk it out like we did the last one, or if you wanted to just stay in the chat. But this is what I've gotten so far. So basically, the task was to try to make a Skittermander that was fairly Stitch-esque. I think we were just using the other which Discord? The general voice chat under the Pathfinder. I think I'm in it. Tanner, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear. For some reason it's not. Let me see. Let me join back. I can see you all talking, but I can't hear you. I'm assuming that I've probably got some sort of setting turned off that I can't see it. Okay. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Which one is it?
Yeah, press this button. Voice.
No, it is not.
Okay.
Hold on, I've got a teenager helping me.
Output. What did you have to specify? Teenager? Make sure it's. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Is that good?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can hear you too.
Huzzah!
Amy, Ernest, this is Amy. You just...
Real names.
Oh, sorry, it's Baka. Everyone, it's Baka.
It's a little late now. You said both my names.
Oh, jeez.
Live on air. How could you?
Oh, damn it.
The lowest level of hail is reserved for this treachery.
I'm so sorry.
I'm over it. Anyway, hi. Hello.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Oh, I am living the dream. How are you doing this
I'm
night?
doing okay.
Alright, so I understood that you're drawing my character.
Mm-hmm.
This is, Malik.
Okay. And so I was told to basically draw Stitch and then make it look like a Skittermander.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I was trying to deviate a little bit so we don't get slapped by the rat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was thinking he was going to be mostly, like, a light blue.
Okay.
Like, sky blue. And then his highlights, instead of being like a darker blue, is going to be, like, yellow.
Okay.
And or as you humans call it, blonde. And I was going to leave it up to you whether or not he was going to have a spotted pattern or a striped pattern or whatever patterns you see fit.
Okay. So
yeah.
So what I have on the screen, does that look pretty good, or I mean, is there something that you would like to say? So basically, what I did was I drew Stitch's head, and then
Yes.
I added fur to the.
Right. I'm trying to get some other reference pics of Skittermander because I think the major difference I noticed between a Stitch and a Skittermander is Stitch's ears is they're really huge.
Yeah, they are really big.
Yeah, so it looks like you did tone them down a bit, so that's a good start. Let's see. And of course, there's the 6. He has 6 arms.
Yeah, I tried to draw 6 arms in there. I'm not sure what to do with all 6 arms. But I do have 6 arms in there. Now, whether or not they'll look. I'm not good with arms and hands, so.
You're getting your practice.
There's a lot of hands in this.
Yes, there will be a lot of hands.
So, um, put guns in all of them.
Yeah,
Son,
I couldn't afford enough guns in all of them yet, but even if I get the funds, I think I'm only going to have 4. And then he is a mystic, so he's going to leave the other 2 open for spellcasting.
okay, okay. Those are my kids saying that he needs more guns and that he doesn't need more guns. So,
Well, yes, but soon he'll have more guns. Like I just got we just did our first episode last Saturday. We got an advance uh, payment on our mission, and now I'm like, oh, now I can afford more guns. Hooray!
yeah, I was going to watch and listen, I guess, and I didn't get a chance to do it. We were trying to get school supplies. So,
Yeah,
Power went out about an
yeah.
hour
The
into
power
it.
went out while we were doing it. We're poor,
So
poor
yeah, we're
JD.
just starting to get our groove going, and the power goes out, and then we have to reset
It was,
everything.
it was actually during my turn too. Like the joke was that since I did 3 move actions in a turn, I was like, the stream couldn't handle it. I was too skittermandery.
yeah, I was watching a video earlier about how they can ready because they have so many hands, they can ready so many items, and it kind of gives you an advantage there, I guess.
Well, I want to get this one feat where if I get 4 different types of guns, and since I have at least 4 arms, because that's prerequisite, must have at least 4 arms,
Hmm.
I can fire each one, and I can add the properties of all the guns to the damage.
Okay,
So as long as one of them gets through the resistances or the damage reduction, it all goes through.
that'd be good. Now, I haven't actually played Starfinder, Pathfinder. I haven't even ever played D&D. Most of the RPGs I play are video game instead of, uh, tabletop games. Mostly because when I was little, I had the parents that said, D&D is of the devil, so
Yep.
I wasn't
Which is kind
allowed
of
to
a
play.
shame because the guy who created it, Gary Gygax, he was a devout Catholic.
Hmm.
So calling his little baby of the devil is hurtful,
Yeah,
very hurtful. But
yeah.
a lot of video games have been inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, the original Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
That was heavily inspired by Dungeons and Dragons with all the different classes, the fact that um, spellcasters had spell slots.
Yeah.
That was that was all based on D&D originally,
Yep.
and
And
then
Final Fantasy is my favorite, so.
but they deviated so hard from that nowadays. But the
Oh
original
god.
Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
it was based off Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't really sure if I was going to like 15, but quite frankly, I don't know, a lot of people don't like 15, but I don't
What
know.
you mean the road trip
Yeah.
video game?
Yeah. I got emotionally invested in it, and it I mean, I really, really liked it just because it was more the story that I enjoyed other than the game because it was really just a button masher. There was
Yep.
no, uh, you didn't have to plan, you didn't have to think about what moves you were going to make, but I really enjoyed the story. But
I
yeah.
didn't I didn't play 15, but I did play the Exernius Brave or whatever it was called, the gotcha one for your
Mhm.
phone.
Mhm.
And I got Noctis for the 15 event, and he was busted in half. My God. Like it didn't matter what the scenario was. I wanted Noctis on my team because he just tore everything to shreds for no reason.
It's like the way they used to do Cloud with everything. I mean, if you got Cloud, he was overpowered in just about anything that they added him to. Like, my son loves to play Cloud on Smash Brothers because
Yep.
he says he's like overpowered. So.
Well, I don't know. Now they got Sephiroth in there now.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
that's
imagine
true.
he's just as busted. Um, I don't think I ever got Cloud in that game. I think I was using Noctis as my main for the longest time until I got uh Danger Girl, which was based off Ariana Grande,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently the microphone that she could get for her class weapon was kind of busted. And to super break her because it wasn't bad enough, you can get her to dual wield them.
Oh.
Like you can teach her to dual wield those microphones, and since it's a percentage, and they they stack,
Yeah.
so it got really dumb. Really, she just does so much damage when you get all of her buffs up plus the microphone. She's just like, you're done. Third turn, you're dead. It was crazy.
Well, let's go back to this.
Oh yes, so about that. So yes, what would you like to? And if you like, I do also a voice for Malik. If you
Okay.
have any questions for him directly, I may or may not have already thought up a response
Okay.
for certain questions, and I've been practicing his voice, just because Snare Tan here didn't believe I could keep it up all session.
I could see him keeping it up because we've been on conference calls before where he's kept up things the whole conference call. Mostly, though, it's antagonizing somebody else. So,
Yes, he's mostly motivated by spite.
um, okay. So let's look at this. So I was basically going off of this little thing because it was, out of the official book,
Yeah,
and
it's a good reference. Yes.
then basically Stitch. I even watched Lilo and Stitch last night just to make sure that I could remember kind of what
Yeah,
all
that's what I
Stitch
was
did.
kind of looking at. I was looking at Stitch so I can reference him. I'm like, okay, his ears are way too big.
Yeah.
First off, also add 2 more arms. Because oh, they have. I keep forgetting too. Because it's like, oh, they have 6 arms. Oh,
So the
I love the stance.
this little thing, I basically copied that one because I wasn't sure what else to do with that one, with this. So, I noticed that this one seems to have 4 nostrils. Is that pretty typical?
I'm looking at the other artwork. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty standard.
Okay.
I only see one with 2. Uh, eh? Depending on, well, the official art looks like they all have 4. Oh, so I guess it could be either 2 or 4. It looks like.
Okay,
So I
so
think that's official art.
which way would you prefer it to go, 2 or 4?
I like the 4. I like the kind of the little bat nose you gave him. I'm kind of digging it.
Okay. Just kind of fill that in real quick. Good place to start. On the right layer, I am. I'm really bad about drawing and then realizing I'm on the wrong layer and
Wait, you use layers? I just draw.
I'm not good enough to just draw. I have
Just draw.
I have to have a layer.
That's fine. That's fine. Everyone's got their own style. There's nothing wrong with that.
So hopefully I'm
Well,
not breathing too heavy in the mic. I am having trouble with this mic. Where if I'm not like right on top of it, nobody can hear me.
yeah, I remember making those kind of comments. Let's
So
see. I
I'm
found one alien that it's just a walrus in a cape. It's just a walrus, 4 tusks, and a cape. Like,
yeah.
anyway. Skittermander, Skittermander. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it goes either way. They haven't decided. They haven't figured it out.
Trying to get them even. The other thing I struggle with is making things even.
And that's one of my things is I don't really value symmetry at all. I'm just like symmetry. Who needs it? Who heckin' needs it?
So I thought I would do because I noticed on the little guy here.
Yes.
Let me make him bigger so we can see him closer. Um, it looks like he's got like a patch there, and the patch is shaped very similarly to what Stitch's nose is actually shaped like.
Hmm.
So I was thinking I would just do almost a nose-like shape, and if you wanted it to be a different color, like go that route instead of making it look furry. That's up to you. And I didn't
I
know
mean,
what kind of hair you wanted to give it, because then this little guy's got something on his head. If do,
yeah, it looks like a bandana or something like that. Um, I don't mind like the tough
mhm,
being like the yellow highlight.
like this thing right here.
Yeah, like the tough coming from his nose with a beard being the yellow highlight, and then the rest of him's gonna be blue. At the same time, I'm looking at all the other Skittermanders. It doesn't look like. I mean, it might be kind of unique for him to have yellow highlights because it looks like all their colors are the same,
Yeah, just
uh,
different shades of the same color.
different shades. Yeah, there is one of them that has like really white highlights on a red on mostly red fur.
Okay.
So I don't. I mean, but it would make him unique that he has yellow highlights. I
Right.
guess.
Yeah. There's nothing bad about being unique.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and Malik is unique. Like, who did I? Where do I even begin with this guy?
oh,
Like, the party basically met him. He was staring at a wall on the ship.
yeah, I was read the opening for your character and somebody else's, and I don't remember who it was.
Right. And I feel bad for Snare Tan because he even tried to interact with them. It's like, hey, how you doing, buddy? What's your name? And then Malik is kind of like, I was like, okay, it was nice to meet you, and then just goes right back to staring at the wall.
The
And
one
I'm like, feels bad, man, feels bad.
Now, one thing is their eyes definitely do have a very Stitch-like shape, and I tried to stick with more of the Stitch shape than with Skittermander shape, because I personally liked it better.
I mean, it's a good solid design, but I think we have to just let ourselves be aware we do have to
Yeah,
deviate
exactly.
from
Yeah,
uh Stitch before the the rat comes for our butts,
yeah,
and then we will be sorry because once he obtains our butts, he will not let go.
it's very true.
And I fear that day when the rat comes for our butts. So please do not incur the butt wrath
Okay.
of the rat.
As far as I know, you're using the second skin armor. Is there anything specific about it that you want included?
I'm sorry.
Colors?
Color wise.
Yeah.
Well, we had a joke in game about him wearing a red shirt, so I think it'd be funny if his second skin was red.
Okay.
So we got all the primary colors, so that's a strong like opening color language with all the primary colors.
Okay.
It's like, yay, Buck understands color language. Woo. It's like I can do color theory.
I sort of know color theory, but I am not very good with making it look good. So hopefully I can make that work.
Long story short, it's always good to have colors that either match either if it's cool or if it's warm, if it's primary or secondary, and then like when you have adjacent colors that clash, you still have to offer some sort of like variants, like maybe a light blue with a dark purple,
Yeah.
but not just purple and blue because that's clashy.
And it doesn't offer enough variance to really give you a good definition in your shapes too. That's the problem I have is I have trouble. I mean, I have a color wheel, but I have trouble just picking the right colors. I've never been one to do a whole lot of coloring. Even when I was in art class, my strong suit was never color. I mostly did color pencils and
Somebody said help with colors.
I don't.
Well,
You need help
when
with colors, give
you
them a
challenge yourself, you grow as an artist. So
Yeah.
that's the beauty thing about art. You
Yeah.
eventually get better whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to see with the background layer. So are those ears small enough?
Yeah. Is that long enough? Yeah, I mean, I'm digging the ears. I'm having a good time with them. They are
Okay.
fine by me.
Okay. Now on your uniform thing. So I was told it's going to be so tight that the fur's sticking out in the opening.
Yeah. So yeah, the second skin is supposed to be skin tight, and because Malik is going to be covered in fur, that it's just kind of look like it's bulging
Mhm.
like unevenly because it's a skin tight outfit that's on fur.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like I've described it as it looks like a sheepdog in a trash bag.
Okay. So if we go neckline here, like fur
Yes, like
coming
fur.
out. There. Just want to get a really good roughed in drawing, and then I'll clean it up later this week and color it.
Okay.
I won't have time to color it tonight. I have to get up early. I have to go to the dentist in the morning, so we gotta get up early.
I just got back from the dentist. Took one of my teeth. He said he didn't like it. He took it. Took it from me. The bastard.
Not fun. I've had that happen 3 times now,
Yikes.
but I broke them, so they had.
So you knew
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
it was gonna be rough.
and that's why I'm going tomorrow is to get a new mouth guard because the dogs ate mine, so that it don't
Whoops.
break anymore.
Whoopsie doodles. Those gosh darn dogs.
Mine will eat anything and everything.
It's like, so help me God.
Not that those things are cheap. The ones from the dentist are pretty expensive.
Yeah. It's like, why did you have to eat that one?
Yeah. I have one that I take with me on trips that's just a cheap one. They didn't eat that one. They ate the $400 one that came from the dentist office.
Yeah, that's just how it be sometimes with the goggies. They go for they go for quality every time. And sorry if I am being quiet at my end. I am finishing up dinner,
Okay.
so I
It,
don't want to chew in my microphone.
it's hard to draw to and talk sometimes. So.
They do it on draw feed all the
I
time.
know they do, and I don't know how they do it. Man. Although it usually is the other three talking while whoever's drawing is drawing, so.
I mean, there is a pretty healthy amount of banter.
Yes, there is.
I remember it was like one episode of Draga where I'm trying to remember which one it was, but they had to draw with weights on their wrists.
Oh my gosh.
And he was like everything about drawing is about muscle memory, and you've completely destroyed that.
Yeah.
It's like I have dumb wrists now. What have you done to me? And I'm over here howling, howling. It's like, oh my god.
Um, do you want
This
the
is
guns to look kind of like Stitch's guns from the movie? Or do you
well,
want them to look more like... I drew two different ones because I didn't know what you wanted. This one was
what?
supposed to look like a railgun, but it doesn't really.
Right. I mean, I think I'm not too fond of the one that kind of looks like a super soaker.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have right now, I don't know how it's really rendered. I guess I could look up a reference for it, but it's called a skip shot
Okay.
pistol. Let's see.
I can Google it too. If I can get my pen, put it somewhere. Say.
Oh yeah, it just looks like a revolver.
Okay.
So yeah, that one on the right kind of looks right. So it's an interesting gun because it doesn't actually shoot the bullet. It teleports it to the nearest surface that you're pointing it at.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I guess it was in the
And
Starfinder book that I was seeing that.
so you know. So let me look up because I think the next gun I was gonna get was a laser. Because my guys, Malik is gonna be into fire, like unhealthy obsession with fire. All right, so we got hail pistol, nah, disruptor, illuminator, mercy pistol. That might be what he gets because it. Oh, it's non lethal. Oh. Oh, here we go. He could just get one of the same laser pistols the gang people were using on us last night. So Azimuth laser pistol is going to be probably the one he's going to get.
What is?
Let's see.
I'm touching my screen with my finger, and of course it's not doing anything because it doesn't work like that. How did, what was the name of that other one?
Yeah, I'm going to go up to it. It is going to be a Azimuth laser pistol.
Magnum from Halo.
Shh, Toby.
Oh god, this just looks like something straight out of Halo. One sec.
My son is saying he said it looks exactly like a Halo gun.
Yeah. Well, I found the rifle version, but I'm looking for the pistol.
I think I found it.
Found it? Okay. Yeah, that's the first one I found, but that's from Starjammer, so I don't know if that's going to be the same.
Okay.
But we can go with it for now until I find one that. Okay, I found one. Let's see. So save. All right, I'm gonna open up in GIMP.
Okay.
And I'm gonna crop it because it's a huge gallery of guns.
Start putting this other one in while you're doing that.
All right, let's see. So open. Let's see. And this is a new computer, so I'm still trying to find my paths for all my stupid garbage. Excuse me. Oh, no, that's the wrong folder. Let's see. I misclicked. How embarrassing.
Embarrassing
Right.
is misclicking while you're presenting.
Yes. It's like, so you know how it is. All right, so crop. Save as laser gun. Oh no, I want to export. Let's see, file. Export as laser gun.
So long since I used GIMP. I know it's got
All
some
right, so here's the
oddities.
official picture from the book. Let's see. And I got lost in the pathway again. Laser gun. All right.
Okay.
So that is the Azimuth laser pistol.
I'm not going to be able to copy it, but I can refer back to it as I'm drawing.
Yeah. How long have I had this hyperistic machine gun? Halo railgun? I don't know about that. I haven't played Halo in so long, I couldn't even remember what the railgun looked like.
Son
I
plays it
just remember
all the time.
Halo. I just stuck with plasma pistol and the human pistol, and I just did nothing but headshots. And that was it.
Yeah, I don't play third-person shooters because I suck at them.
Well,
But my son loves them. I've
when you
tried
turn
and
on
tried to play Overwatch, and I have tried, and I just cannot get good at it.
well, the cool thing about Halo is when you turn on infinite grenade launcher with everyone invisible, it's a great equalizer. Because all of a sudden you're just constantly firing grenades everywhere, and sometimes you'll kill someone, and they won't see it coming. You won't see them coming. It's a good time.
I got to where I could do pretty well. I don't like playing with other people because I suck, and I don't like having to put other people through my my inability to play the games. But I thought that I was going to be able to play things like Halo a little bit better. I started playing um, Assassin's Creed and another one that I took up. Which one it was? So I had done a little more of the combat, and I thought, well, maybe I've gotten better, but no, I've
I
not.
mean, and I thought I was good at Halo until my friend Matt introduced me to another friend of his, John, and he would just destroy us like every round. He would just absolutely turn us inside out. And I don't think I played 4. Um, I don't think I've played Halo 4, so that's probably why I'm like Railgun. I don't know about that. Uh, but yeah, that's how I learned. Like just because everyone else would try to run from him, I ran straight into him. I'm like, "Yo, buddy, it's your boy Baka here." And 9 times out of 10, I would get destroyed. But there was that 1 out of 10 where I was like, "Got him." Halo campaigns make you good. I mean, I remember my brother calling like the legendary mode. He called the elites crack elites, and I thought he meant because they're crack shots. He's like, no, because they're on crack, like actual cocaine. And I'm like, oh jeez.
My son doesn't play many of the newer games. He plays a lot of older games, like that his dad has recommended to him, and Halo is one of his favorites.
Nice.
That and Dance Dance Revolution.
Trying to remember the last first-person shooter I've played. It's probably Left 4 Dead. Honestly, I think as I've gotten older, my reaction time's gotten worse and worse, and sticking more to like turn-based strategy. You know what? I take it back. I did play a little bit of Fantasy Star Online 2, and I played as a ranger. So yes, guess what? Guns. I don't think it's considered first person, and you get to lock on targets. So I guess it doesn't count. I don't know. I'm on the fence here.
I haven't played that one, so I don't know. I can't make a judgment call.
It it kind of feels like the original Fantasy Star Online, but it's way smoother. Like, but yeah, if you haven't played the first one, then I don't know how to describe it other than it just plays like a chunky like adventure RPG.
hmm
So it's like depending on your weapon, you have like a field of attack, and the game will basically let you know it's like, hey, if you attack now, right this second, you'll hit this thing. So it was kind of neat to always know at any given time like what creature you're gonna lock on to. Especially as I played a robot ranger. I was just going around cheesing with shotguns and assault rifles and sniper rifles. It was dumb. And I loved it.
I play. I've been playing a lot of. Well, I haven't been playing a lot of anything lately because I've had a million other things to do.
Yep.
But every now and then I'll log back into Final Fantasy 14.
Nice.
But I've always games like that. I always tend to play like the archer or spellcaster, so I can stand in the back because I don't like to be up in the front with all of the.
You know, I played a bit of 14. I haven't played in a while, but yeah, I made a bard paladin like Rogadine.
Mhm.
So he's just big fat dancing idiot with a bow in the back, and I thought that was fun. Uh, but yeah, most of the time I just love playing like uh World of Warcraft for the longest time. I played a warrior. I'm like, I want to get in there. I want to get in people's face. I want to shield slam and pommel so I could grief mages. Like that stun lock. That was my jam. Like I just love that aggressive in your face. Like spend rage to do damage kind of BS. And when they changed how all the mechanics worked, I guess I was like, you know what, I'll try mage, and I had a lot of fun as a fire mage. It was kind of silly, you know, as a mobile mage. But yeah, I just grew. I just got an appreciation for something that can like move
Yeah,
and
that's what I
still
like.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and the archer did that. Then eventually they became a bard. So yeah, I'm a bard as my Rogadine, but I can also become a brute face, get in your face like paladin tank, whatever.
Yeah, my primary is Bard as well, but I'm a Lullafell, and
Lillifil, it's like, but he's so small.
my backup is Red Mage.
There you go. Red. I haven't even touched Red Mage. I was looking at that. I'm like, uh, I do what? Wait, what?
It took me a long time to figure it out because the Red Mage trials that you have to do at the very beginning, I could not get past them. It took
Same.
me forever.
I think I had to rely on the Echo to get past that
Yeah,
because I'm like, wait, how do I do this fight? I don't get it.
yeah.
It's like
I
somebody help. Like I can't Red Mage right now. Too smooth brain. Uh, Betsy and I are planning on playing the campaign. What campaign? Like the Dead Sons one? What are we talking about? The Halo campaign? Sorry, I don't know why I'm uh responding to your chat. It's like, how about you keep up, dude? It's like CE. What?
don't
Like
know.
I'm lost, guys, in this quagmire of a conversation.
I haven't even been paying attention. I've been too busy drawing a gun.
Combat Evolved. Okay, yeah. That was the Halo I played, like Combat Evolved. Uh Pretty much every Saturday all of my friends would play the heck out of that. If it wasn't uh Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, or heaven forbid when Smash Brothers came out, that was all we played was Super Smash Brothers. It was like, oh my god, Fox McCloud shooting Pikachu. It was the biggest thing. 5 games to co-op, nice. All 5 of them in one convenient, non-backwards compatible disc. Master Chief of the Soda. I'm sorry, what?
He's been saying that all day. I don't know what it means, but he's driving me nuts with it.
No, I like the original one. I thought it was a shame that they slowed all the characters down in the second one to make sniping more efficient. But you know, because when we started doing actual like lands, sniping became a problem because if you're not if you're a certain distance from getting shot with a sniper rifle, you don't hear the bullet. You just see a trail of white phosphorus go past you, and you're like, "Oh." But I played bows, Halo 2, Combat Evolved. I think around Halo 3, I stopped keeping up with Xbox titles, and I'm like, let's invest more in this PC master race I got going here, or I had my DS. I was playing like DS stuff because it came to a point where it's like I don't really have time to play at home, but like mobile gaming, that's another thing entirely.
I agree. Mobile gaming is the only way I typically get gaming in on a daily basis.
Yeah, because you know you're just sitting waiting for something to happen because you have a appointments. Like, well, I got some time to kill. I'll just turn on whatever and just play for a little bit, as long as it's the right type of game. Because a lot of some games require a big commitment for
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And then some games are like, you just get in, you get out, you can save whenever, wherever, however. Then the DS, of course, you can just put it in sleep mode.
Yeah.
Which is what I was doing for my run through of like Pokemon Moon. I just like, oh, I got some time. I'll go capture some Pokemons, and then I would just start scouring the entire world for QR codes. I was like, where I was working at the time, I had a magazine rack, and I was actually like tearing pages out of the magazines for QR codes. I can scan some Mons. I think I still have the folder where I just had a huge like collection of pages with QR codes. And for what? Just for once a day, I can like scan an island for like a different Pokemon.
I didn't play Moon. I think the last one I played was Alpha Ruby.
Alpha Ruby. Woof.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Moon was okay. It kind of, I was a bit upset that they made like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's just like it's the same game, but it has extra features. It's like, so it just sounds like you're just selling the same game again.
Right. Yeah.
Like not even offering like a new version with like other stuff. It's like, no, it's literally same game. Like I think they added a mini game here or there, couple story tweaks, changed the Pokedex, and then of course, no national deck. So I'm like, what's even the point then? Didn't have a lot. I mean, it had its story, like the whole thing with I'm sorry, Team Skull's my favorite team. What? Who dis?
Nobody.
Nobody. All right. Didn't have a lot of anything. Like, I mean, it had stuff,
He
but it
did.
was missing a lot of features that I really wanted as a true Pokemon gamer.
He doesn't play for the story, so that's why he didn't think it
No
had a
one
lot.
plays Pokemon for the story. It's the same damn story ever since Gen 1.
Yeah.
It's like you get Mons, you get badges, you fight a criminal organization, and then you become president of Pokemon World. The end. Like it's the same. Like they pretend they were gonna change it
Mhm.
in Sun and Moon's like, oh, there's no Pokemon League. Guess what? They lied. There's a
So
Pokemon
what's
League.
Malik looking like?
He's looking kind of sassy. He's gonna have two guns pointed up, two hands on his hips, and the other two jazz hands. Looks like.
He has to be staring at a wall.
Yeah, I told her a little of that. It's like, oh no, someone's trying to take over the world. I don't know. Was it really world domination in any of the Pokemons? I mean, I think one person was trying to like recreate reality or some crap because he had some delusions that the world was corrupt or whatever. I was like, well, Loki, I think he's got a point. Uh, it's like
Is there a secondary conversation going on?
I'm reading the chat.
Oh.
He's keeping the chat going while I'm drawing.
Yeah, that was Diamond Pearl. Yeah, that sounds all right. I think Ruby Sapphire was the world domination. I don't remember. I don't remember either. I think that was the one they introduced, like the talent shows or whatever they were called.
Yeah. I did have that. I remember that, so it definitely had to have been Ruby Sapphire because I did do that.
I just remember like those contests actually made Splash viable because it was like a really strong move for the contests.
Yeah.
And I won with a Magikarp that only knew Splash, and I won despite the fact that the judge penalized me for using the same move for 4 rounds straight. I still won. Okay. I'm not sure about world domination, but in my personal opinion, and I shouldn't be giving people criminal advice, but all those criminal organizations are doing everything wrong when it comes to Pokemon crime. Like, what they should be doing, smuggling. Like, especially since, Pokemon can hold items now. Just have them hold some contraband, put them in a ball. You don't get checked through customs. There's no customs from what I've seen in any of the Pokemon games. No one checks your Pokeballs. Heck, you don't even need to take them through the airport. You could just instantly transfer them to a PC somewhere, go to another country, squeaky clean, and then just, transfer all your Mons with illegal substances to your person in the other country. Like, hell, you can even just trade them. You don't even need to travel. It's like, hey, buddy, you want some illegal substances? I got some on my Squirtle. Let me just trade it for you real quick and sell it to my guy. you know, uh, so that's how you make money in Pokemon.
So, the armor. Is it
The
2
armor.
pieces or 1?
I mean, I think it's 1 piece because it doubles as a spacesuit
Okay.
with a helmet.
Don't you have the second skin?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
it's it's like a cat suit thing.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to put like a seam
It's
at the waist.
like what all of us are wearing.
except for maybe Gabo. I think he's actually wearing armor.
Yeah, because I think that's about what he blew all his credits on.
Yeah, because he's actually proficient with heavy armor, and I don't think any of us are.
That and his fat D12 weapon.
Yeah, screw him. Like, how does he gets D12 and I got a piddly ass D4 pistol? It's like, man, I don't know. I'm spoiled with Star Wars D20, like a regular
3d6,
blaster pistol. Yeah,
3d4,
3d6 for
whatever it
a
was.
blaster pistol. Like, that's why getting hit by those kind of sucks in the movies. It's like you get hit by them once, you go down. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have 10 wounds on average. The pistol does 3d6. That's an average of 10 right there. But most people in the movies don't use pistols. They use frickin' rifles. It's like, I think the only person really uses pistols are boy Han Solo, and everyone knows that he mods the hell out of that pistol. So, I think it pretty much hits as hard, if not harder, than a rifle. And I think they pretty much explored that in the Battlefront games because you can get Han Solo's pistol, and apparently it works like a regular pistol, except it does more damage. But if you fire it too often, it'll overheat, and either you drop it or you can't fire it. I don't know. I didn't play Battlefront. Let's see, marching Band-imals. You need to turn up your stream sound. I guess I can't hear you again.
Yes.
I mean, I can hear you fine on Discord. I was like, oh, thank God I can hear her.
It may just be because I'm not talking. Maybe he thought that I was talking and didn't hear me.
Yeah, it's like all I'm hearing is this guy, this random guy on your stream, talking about Pokemon and stupid bullshit.
So, what other equipment do you need?
What do I need? Let's see.
Bugs.
What?
Bugs.
The bugs? No, that's not gonna be shown. It's gonna be in his backpack. He does have a really nice comm communications device.
Okay.
So maybe a holster that holds his like cell phone.
Okay. Clean up this arm just a little bit. Like on his waist.
Yeah, on his waist. Because yeah, he wasn't properly geared when he got to the station because he wasn't expecting to be in a in a shootout on his interview for a job for the Pathfinder Society. It's like that didn't cross his little Skittermander mind at the time. I'm trying to think what else of his gear should be showing. There would be the guns, the suit. I mean, he has a backpack.
Okay.
And that's where all of his stuff is going to be going. So I don't know, maybe just add the straps.
Okay.
For his backpack. Now I'm wondering how many straps is going to be on his backpack. Does all of his arms go through it?
Well, that would be very difficult to do all this. Although, I guess depending on how it's configured, how his arms are configured, he might would have to put all of his arms through it.
Maybe it's like a regular backpack and he just has all of
all
his arms going
through it.
through the same ring. So there's only one ring, but he fits all three of his arms through it. Like, I don't know. There's not a lot of multi-armed humans out there, and these things haven't been answered.
Yeah. Switching tools and.
No, he doesn't. Well, the only tool he has is a notary tool, which is probably just going to look like a briefcase. Because, yeah, spoiler alert, he is a notary republic. Licensed, certified, credited, and whatnot. And even got his licensure to be interstellar since he's from a different system.
Since his arms go through all of the straps, maybe he needs one of those belts that kind of attaches straps together.
There you go. And I love how you kept the teeth. Because I kind of wanted him to have stitch teeth.
He looks very much like a bat in the
Yes,
face.
he does! I love it. And his cute little bat nose. I love it. I mean, to make him less bat-like, I guess we'd get rid of the nose.
Yeah, the ring around his nose.
Yeah, even though I love it.
I might. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, then Ernest went and made you have to draw 3 sets of hands instead of just 2. Just 1.
Well, yeah, because he's got the 6 arms. But I was more concerned about the nose. Because I don't think any other Skittermander has the skin nose. It's all covered in fur. And then they just either have 2 or 4 nostrils.
I guess that's in the event a set of nostrils gets clogged with fur.
I guess, I don't know. Well, that's what the Stylemanders are for.
Okay, let's see. So let's talk colors. You want Stitch blue, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so like a lighter blue.
Like
like sky blue.
Okay. That. Where did it go? Like. Okay. My tools are not working. Deselect. Want that.
It's like every stream I'm a part of just goes to crap real quick.
Like
Yeah.
this.
I think you nailed the guns, by the way. Like, nailed it.
Is that too light or too dark?
No, that's fine.
Okay. And then the yellow color that you're looking for.
Yeah, can I get like just a nice juicy like highlighter yellow?
Okay.
You're just flexing all these acronyms, Mr. Scissor M, YT, like I don't know what IIDX is.
It's probably one of his rhythm games. He mostly plays rhythm games.
Ah, okay. Yes. I want a big fat chunky highlighter for my highlights.
So which parts do you want yellow?
Well, let's see. Let me look at my references. So I think the tuft that you gave him on the top from his little bat nose, I want that to be yellow.
Okay.
And I think like the pattern in the face is some patterns on the face. So maybe give him like a goatee. Like a blonde goatee. Wouldn't that be fun?
Kind of like that, or do you want?
Are you trying to make him look like a bearded monkey, Ernest?
No, shut up. It's like not all my characters are monkeys. Let's see. I think the parts around his eyes should be yellow.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Thought you were talking about the stream. It's like, what is this? Like, who knows?
I don't know. Can you all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because something just shut off on my computer, and I was afraid it was my headset. How about his claws? What color?
How about his claws? I think the wrist tufts you got coming out, I think those could be yellow.
Okay. On all six hands?
Well, I mean, you gotta once you get to Wonderland, Alice, you gotta go all the way. So yes,
Okay.
all of them.
And the feet?
The feet. I think the feet generally don't have highlights, so I guess we can leave that blue
Okay.
from the reference materials I'm looking at anyway.
I'm guessing black for the eyes. Or
Yes.
very dark brown.
Very, very dark black. Because a little spoiler alert here, but Malik is a bit unhinged. Like the first episode, he kind of when the combat started, he kind of freaked out.
A bit?
Oh, good. I thought I was too subtle.
I don't know if it was unnecessarily like freak out though when he's like, "Oh, your contact for your new job just got shot."
That might have been the appropriate response. Just shouting at the top of your lungs in Skittermander. So subtle, the power went out on us. Yeah, I was just like, like I just went full on Stitch.
So you said red?
Yeah, so like kind of like red with black like seams.
Okay.
So yeah, just get all the primary colors in there. And
Well,
black for stuff. Yes.
we're missing green. He needs
That's
something
not a
green.
primary color. Get out of
Oh,
here.
primary color. You said prime. I was thinking.
Get out of here.
I
with
was
that.
thinking the 8 crayon color box. Because technically black's not a primary color.
Correct, but black, girl, black and white goes with everything.
I know.
Like you can just put black or white on anything, and it's good. Like those are your go-to like accents.
Do you want his nose to be a darker shade, or do you want it to be the same color?
Ooh. I mean, it just looks like they all just have noses that are just balls of fur. How about we just make it yellow? Just make it like
Okay.
instead of a bat nose, it's just a highlighted tuft of the fur.
Okay, I can do that. And I'll take out that black line before I color.
Yeah. I love. Don't get me wrong. I love me some bats. I do love me some bats. I have to. Apparently, their young are called pups, and I'm primarily a dog person. So anything that has young that's called pups, I have to love them. That I don't make the rules.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to add? Or
Let's see. I should have brought his character sheet in from the car. Maybe holsters for the guns. I guess.
okay.
The only thing I can think of. If you're not just gonna say, well, his arms are covering them. Yes, there's so many of them.
I drew in the holsters on the other 2 characters, so
All right.
I drew them as kind of hip holsters.
Yeah, I figured that'd probably be the best, even though I think Malik doesn't have that much hip
Right.
real estate with all these frickin' arms.
Or you could put like carabiners on the end of them and have them just hanging from his belt.
If you think he has the mental dexterity for that, because he's kind of dumb.
Well then, probably not. Okay.
This is like that's the other thing. Like he ain't too bright. Another spoiler alert. He might actually have an AI on his communication device that is gonna have like more personality than him. I have a
Okay.
feeling some characters would probably prefer to talk to his cell phone than him because of how difficult he is to talk to.
I'm not sure that this is going to fit. I mean, look
Oh
how
no!
big that is.
How big what is?
His
What am I looking at?
gun. Look how big his gun is.
Yeah,
Compared
I
to the
love
length
it.
of his legs. I'm
I
not
love
sure
it.
they're going to fit.
Is he gonna have to have like a chest holster or a
Yeah, that.
like a front holster?
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to have to have.
It's
It's
like
going
his
to have to
canon
go.
now. He uses oversized guns. It's like, are you sure you don't want one of the smaller ones? That one's kind of big. It's like, no, it's good. I'll be fine. This is good.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of attach them to his. There'll be another strap, probably.
Yeah, strap this Skittermander up. I think it's gonna be the point where the straps are gonna be contributing to his defense more than his freaking armor. It's like there's just all this material in the way. I can't get a clean shot on him.
I have 2 of these, too. Maybe he needs a hip holster for his cell phone or comm device instead of.
That might be for the best. I don't know. I'm old school, like adventure. It's like just get a bunch of belt pouches. Everything's on belt pouches. Like everyone loves a belt pouch. I get like 4 belt pouches. It's fine. And then I go live action role play and actually try to carry all this crap, and I'm just like,
Okay. We'll do one holster here. I'll work on the design of it. I'm gonna have to look up how to make that look a little more like a holster. And then we'll do another one going to this side.
yeah. Look, if it's what cracked gamer dudes here, what? Oh, okay. Just add more belts. Yes. Oh. More belts. Make him a Final Fantasy character. Oh
Yeah.
God. They do like their belts.
They do.
It's like you thought you liked belts. Well, here comes Lulu. She literally has a dress made
Made
out
of
of
belts.
belts. You're welcome, fanboys. I was like, no, that can't be right. Her dress is entirely made of belts. And I looked at official art. I'm like, well, son of a gun. Yeah.
I tried to
Thanks.
do a custom Milo pony of that character, and making her dress was not a fun endeavor.
No, it's literally just a bunch of belts stitched together. I'm just like, yeah, that can't be funny. It's like drawing chainmail. It's like, oh, I have to draw each and every individual chain.
Oh my gosh.
It's like I'll have to give everyone with chainmail like tabards or like clothes above it, so I don't have to draw freaking chainmail ever again.
Yeah. I don't think I've
Like,
ever tried to draw chainmail, but I can't imagine that it would be a fun experience.
just get used to drawing a bunch of circles.
Circle,
Circles, circles, over and over and over and over. Let's see. I am playing Muck with Correct Gamer Dude. I might not be able to hear you because your stream sound is quiet. It's like, yeah,
Whatever. You can leave now. You did your part and you stayed on the stream for this long, so you can leave.
I can leave. I'm excused.
If you want to leave, you can.
I
didn't.
mean, I do have another D&D game tonight, so I guess I can go do that.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to quit anyway because it's almost 10 and we've got to go to bed early tonight. So.
Right. All right. Well, stay safe out there.
Yeah. You too. But I think this is where I'm going to stop, and I'll color it and pass it over.
I appreciate it.
Hey, there's Malik.
Exist.
Well, I hope you all have a good night.
Me too.
Well, we'll work on this next week. I'm assuming there's another couple people I need to draw for.
So you've done?
I've done 3.
Me,
4.
myself, and Ernest.
Yeah, and Tanner.
Oh, and you did Tanner's too.
Yeah. Well, I might have to update his, but.
Oh yeah, then I guess the only other one is Tom's. He's the lizard guy.
So we'll work on that one next week then.
I'll let him know.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it. I hope you all have a good night, and I'll stream again next week, and we'll get these finished.
Have a good night.
Good night. So those of you that are still watching the stream, thanks for joining us. Again, I am Amy from Marching Band-imals. We have been doing these streams for the past couple weeks, just as a just because I was asked to do some characters for a friend and his gaming colleagues. And but normally, Marching Band-imals, we are primarily a gaming business. Card games. We currently have page open. We sell card games that are marching band themed. So we are getting into marching band season now. I know most bands are currently in progress with their shows, or if you're in the drum corps, you probably are already complete with your show and you're working on competition or uh, displaying your shows. But we are selling, we sell these marching band games. So we do offer an option to do fundraising with our sales. If you're interested in that, you can reach out to me. The link, the address to reach out to me is on our Marching Band-imals website, or you can come to our shop and look at our merchandise. We have card games, we have stickers, we have buttons, we have a lot of things. I don't have any new shirts available yet. I keep saying that I'm going to have some additional ones added. I just have not had the opportunity to really sit down and figure out the pricing for those in order to get them loaded. Um, but hopefully in the next couple weeks, I will have some new shirts available as well, marching band related shirts. But check us out, and I hope you'll check out our stream next week. We will continue these Starfinder characters next week as well. And then after that, we probably will go back to marching band themed art, which is primarily what I would normally do during a stream. But I appreciate all of you joining us, and I hope you all have a good night. Thanks.